Hello and welcome to this information video on the Douglas Tidy Towns Biodiversity Action Plan, Invasive Species Project. The project arose from actions relating to invasive species in the Douglas Tidy Towns Biodiversity Action Plan, published in 2022, developed by Wildwork and funded by the Community Foundation for Ireland. These actions are just some of a number of actions to help nature and biodiversity in Douglas, and they're laid out in the plan. You can find a link to the plan in the video description to see what the other suggested actions are and to learn more about nature in Douglas. The actions from which this project have been developed are to identify and map 4 initial invasive species in the Douglas area and develop a management plan for them. Those species are Japanese knotweed, cherry laurel, traveller's joy, and winter heliotrope. There is also a citizen science and community education action. We need your help to locate and map these species around Douglas. This video will help you identify the 4 species and show you how to record them. The first section of the video will deal with identification tips. Leaves, stems, and flowers can differ between plants of the same species, depending on the plant's position, whether they are in the sun or the shade, environmental effects, and the age of the plant. That's why it's always preferable, if you can, to base your identification of a plant on more than one feature. The first species we'll look at is cherry laurel. Cherry laurel is often planted as an ornamental shrub or hedge. It can form a very dense hedge, reaching up to 15 meters high. The plant is evergreen, so look out for the leaves all year round. The dark green, shiny, leathery leaves are a long oval shape and taper sharply at the tip. They grow in an alternating pattern along the stem, sprouting from a short stalk. Leaves are 5 to 18 centimeters long and have a finely serrated margin. The sweet-smelling flowers appear March to May, and they form upright clusters. They have 5 creamy white petals and numerous long stamens with a dark cream center. Around midsummer, look out for the cherry-like fruits called drupes. They are bitter and essentially inedible for humans, but they're consumed by birds and other animals. Japanese knotweed. Japanese knotweed is a green shrub with bamboo-like hollow stems. It can grow to 3 meters and form dense stands in the summer. The heart or shield-shaped leaves are 10 to 15 centimeters in length, green with pointed tips. They are arranged in a zigzag formation on the stem. The stems are hollow, bamboo-like, green, but with a red-purple mottled pattern. Japanese knotweed typically blooms between late summer and early autumn. The flowers are creamy white in color and form clusters of up to 10 centimeters long. The plant dies back in the winter, but it leaves these dead brown cane-like stems still standing or lying on the ground. And in the spring, you might look out for the buds, which look like the tips of asparagus. Traveller's joy. Traveller's joy is also known as old man's beard and mile a minute. It's a perennial woody climbing plant, so you'll see the stalk winding around supports. Leaves grow in an opposite arrangement, and they have 3 to 5, usually 5, leaflets. These leaflets are quite variable in size and shape. They may be lobed or toothed, and newer, smaller leaves are often unlobed. Younger stems are brownish purple and deeply ribbed. The mature stems have a grey stringy bark with thickened nodes approximately 15 centimeters apart. Where these stems grow along the ground, they can form new roots at these nodes. The creamy white flowers appear July to August, and they're held in clusters. These flowers have no petals, instead they have 4 sepals. They also have numerous long stamens. The flowers develop into many one-seeded dry fruits with these long feathery styles. And it's these white hairy masses which resemble the straggly dangling beards of an old man. And that's where the name Old Man's Beards come from. These persist well into the winter, and they're a really conspicuous feature to look out for. Winter heliotrope. This is quite a distinctive plant, and it can form very dense patches of plants, which are spread by rhizomes. The heart-shaped leaves usually emerge in autumn, but you'll find them all year round. They grow to 20 to 50 centimeters across. The underside of the leaf is light grey and distinctly hairy. The margin of the leaf is regularly toothed. Flowers appear from November through to February and are pale pink. They are borne in spikes up to 25 centimeters long. The flowers are strongly scented. Some say vanilla, while others claim it's more licorice. Male and female flowers are carried on separate plants, and up until the making of this video, no female plants have been found on island. The next section of this video will discuss the ways that you can help record these 4 species and help us build up a map of their distribution around Douglas. The project is using EpiCollect 5 to collect data. EpiCollect is a mobile and web application for free data collection hosted by the Imperial College London. You can download the EpiCollect app where you normally download your apps from. A demo project is included when you first download the app. Click on Add Project and search for Douglas Invasive Species Project. You can open up the project, and now you can start adding data. Start by adding the date by clicking on the grayed out area. The next screen will ask for a location of the plant. Press on Update Location to get the GPS. Have a look at accuracy. This refers to how close the device's calculated position is from its true location, expressed as radius in meters. Smartphones can typically get a maximum accuracy of about 3 to 4 meters. Here we have an accuracy of 6 meters, which is quite poor considering the accuracy we need for mapping. But we can get a more accurate reading by manually adding a GPS location from Google Maps, which is what the next screen will ask you. To do this, open your Google Map app on your phone. Press down as close as possible to where the plant is. This will drop a pin. A little bit below, you will see the GPS location. If you press down on these numbers, a little copy tag will pop up. Press down onto this, and you've now copied that GPS location. Go back into EpiCollect, press down on the grey bar, a little paste option will pop up, press down on that, and the GPS will be pasted into the bar. You can now finish adding the rest of your information. Choose the plant from the list, take a photo for verification. If there's any other information you'd like to tell us, you can add it here, and then save your entry. If you would prefer not to use an app, you can send your records by email. Take a photo of the plant, get the GPS location in the same way as previously shown, and send the details on to info@douglastidytowns.ie. To help in identification, there are a number of books and apps you can use. The Wildflower Key by Rose and O'Reilly is great if you want to get serious about identification. And The Wildflowers of Ireland by Zoe Devlin is a great starter book. The apps I regularly use are Flora Incognita and PlantNet. And these should be used as extra aids, but don't rely on them solely for identification. We hope that this information video has been useful, and that you now feel confident to take part in helping us record the species around Douglas. Thank you.